Dear student, welcome to all of you in my online maths video class. In our last video class, we discussed about the topic square root of the complex number, and I also gave the required PDF of exercise 5.5. And here now we will discuss about a new topic of the complex number, that is called cube root of the complex number. Cube root of the complex number. Here this is the seventh part of the video of complex number. Okay, here C for complex and for number, complex number, seventh part of the video, in which we discuss about the cube roots of unity. Cube roots of unity. Cube roots of unity. Dear student, x is equal to x cube is equal to 1. Here x cube is equal to 1. From where we get, if we find the cube root of unity, x is equal to cube root of 1. And from where this come? This come here, x raised to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 1. It means x raised to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 1. Then x is equal to cube root of 1. Or we can write cubing on both sides, then it will be x cube is equal to 1. Or finally we can write here x cube minus 1. X cube minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay? Means we are discussing about the cube root of a unity. Let the cube root of the unity is x. And we can write x raised to power 1 by 3 is equal to 1. You should also take the help of your book. Okay? Here then x is equal to cube root of 1. Cubing on both sides, it will be x raised to the power q is equal to 1, and it means x cube transfer to this side, x cube minus 1 is equal to 0. Since we know that a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b, and here a minus ab plus b square, we know this. Therefore x cube minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, this implies that x minus 1 x square minus x plus 1 is equal to 0. Let this is the equation first. We know that in polynomial equation, if that is linear polynomial equation, then the root will be 1. If quadratic polynomial equation, the root will be 2. Similarly, here this is the cubic polynomial equation. Therefore, the root should be 3. Means there should be 3 roots. Then here x minus 1. But now by zero product rule, x minus 1 is equal to 0. Then x is equal to 1. It means its one root will be 1. But what about the other two root? To know the other two root, we have to solve this. X square minus x plus 1. So let us solve it. X square minus x plus 1. Here this is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c. Then a is equal to what? A is equal to 1, b is equal to minus 1, and c is equal to 1. Then x is equal to, we know that, minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac by 2, using this formula. This is called Sridharacharya method or quadratic formula. So here minus b, minus of minus 1, that will be 1, plus minus under root b square means square of minus 1, that will be 1, minus 4ac, so 4 into 1 into c. Okay, or finally we can write this 1 minus 4 by 2a means 2 into 1 or finally by 2, or we can write here 1 plus minus under root minus 3 by 2, and here minus root 3 can be written as under root minus 1 into under root 3, or we can write under root 3i. It means at the place of minus under root minus 3 we can write under root 3 into I. I means iota. Who is the first one who think about the iota? Do you know? What is the name of that person? Euler. Okay. Euler was that person. It means this can be written as 1 plus I root 3 by 2, or if we take plus sign and minus sign if we take, then it will be 1 minus b. Is it correct? Minus b plus 1. It will be, wait 1 minute. Here it a minus b, then it will be a plus, it will be a plus b, then here plus x. Okay, then the value of b will be plus, then it will be minus b and minus b. Correct. Okay, the formula will be same, and it will be minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. Okay, it means the value using this x square plus x plus 1, the value of x will be 2. 1 minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2, and the second one minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. It means there are 3 roots of 3 roots. The first one is 1, the second one is minus 1 plus root 3i by 2, and the third one minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. These are the 3 roots of the cube roots of unity. Let's see. 3 roots. If we try to find the cube root of unity, we find 3 value, that is 1, minus 1 root 3i by 2, and minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. Okay, I want to repeat it once again. Let x raised to the power q is equal to 1. This implies that x is equal to cube root of 1. Cubing on both sides, x cube is equal to 1, or x cube minus 1 is equal to 0. So since a cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b, a plus b square, therefore using this x cube minus 1 is equal to 0, we can find x minus 1 x square plus ab, like this formula, and plus 1 is equal to 0. Now the one root will be according to 0 product rule, this value will be equal to 0, or this value will be equal to 0. If this value will be equal to 0, then x is equal to 1, and if this value will be equal to 0, in that case we just try to find the value of x with the help of quadratic formula, which is also known as Sridharacharya method. So here the value of x will be minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2, and minus 1 minus iota root 3 by 2. It means there are 3 roots like this one. Okay, now we will discuss the property of these 3 roots. Property of these 3 roots. It is difficult to learn it. Okay, but if you try, you can learn. So therefore, for our convenience, we imagine that the first root is 1, the second root is omega. This is called omega. First time, the symbol, name of this symbol is omega, and omega is square. Now let one of the root is omega and the other root is omega square. Okay, the first root is omega, and the first root is 1, the second root is omega, and the third root is omega square, where omega is equal to -1 plus under root 3i by 2, and omega square is equal to -1 minus root 3i by 2. Okay, now we will discuss about the property of this. The first property is each non-real cube root of unity. Here this is the real root of the unity, real root of the unity of cube root. Non-real cube root of unity. This is the real cube root of unity, and these two are the non-real cube root of unity. So here we can say that these two is the non-real cube roots of unity. Okay, you should know from where this concept comes. So this, the next two, where iota is mentioned, that two part is non-real cube root of unity. Here we can write the first root of the cube root of unity is 1. This is the second one. Let its value is -1 plus. So we can write I root 3 or root 3i by 2. This can be written as here -1 by 2 plus root 3 by 2i. What is this? This is the complex number. This is also the complex number. Let this is z. Let this is z. Here a real part of this z is what? -1 by 2. And imaginary part of this z is what? Root 3 by 2. Okay. Therefore, modulus of this, try to find modulus of this is what? Under root square of real part and square of imaginary part, that is a square plus b square. Then it will be a square means -1 by 2 whole square, then it will be 1 by 4, and plus b square, where this is in the form of a plus ib. This value is in form of a plus ib, and modulus of is equal to what? Under root a square plus b square. And what is a? A is the real part of imaginary number, means complex number, and b is the imaginary part of the complex number. If we compare, here we find that real part is equal to -1 by 2, imaginary part is equal to 3 by 2. Then modulus of that under root a square plus b square. According to that, it will be 1 by 4, and here 3 by 4. Then it will be 4 by 4 is equal to 1. Okay. Here we find that modulus of z is equal to 1. And what is this modulus of z? This is omega. It means modulus of omega is what? 1. Modulus of this omega is equal to 1. Similarly, we can find modulus of this omega square is also 1. We can also prove like this way. What is omega square? Let this is, if this is omega, then this, and if this is omega square, then this value will be negative. What is this? Omega square is equal to minus. So its value will be minus. Again the square will be same. Okay, it means we can make a conclusion that omega is modulus of omega is equal to modulus of omega square is equal to 1. Okay, in this way, this is also a characteristic of this. Now, the main concept, whatever I want to explain, that is the something different. Here, we find that omega is what? Omega is -1 plus root 3i by 2. Okay, by 2. Now square this. If we square this value, root 3i by 2, which is omega. This implies that squaring on both sides. squaring it, square, then -1 plus root 3i whole square by 4, and its value is what? A square, that is 1, plus b square root 3i का whole square, and plus 2ab, 2a, 2a means -1 and b means this one, then it will be 1 plus 3i square minus 2 root 3i, and what is in denominator here? In denominator there is 4, here also in denominator 4, and we can write here 1 plus 1 square of iota is what? -1, it will be -3, and minus 2 root 3i whole upon 4. Now my 1 minus 3 means what? -2 minus 2 root 3i by 4. Now take common 2, it will be -1 minus root 3i upon 4, 2 1 2, 2 2 4, its value will be -1 minus root 3i is equal to 2. Okay, it means the each non-real cube root of unity is the square of the other. Means what is omega square? This is what? Omega square means the third root is the square of the second root. Similarly, we can verify that the second root is square of this root. It means here w is equal to omega is equal to what? -1 plus root 3i by 2. If we square this, then we find the next root. It means here we can write -1 plus root 3i by 2 whole square is equal to -1 minus root 3i by, and -1 minus root 3i by 2 whole square is what? -1 plus root 3i. Okay, no, something different thing. The square of this is equal to this, and the square of this is equal to this. Okay, so here this is the first property, that each non-real cube root of unity is the square root of the other. Okay, the next one, the next property is what? The second property. We know that omega is -1 plus root 3i by 2. Then you know conjugate of complex number. Then conjugate of this value is what? Conjugate of this value -1 plus root 3i, its conjugate by 2. And what is the value? The sign will be changed by 2. It means, and what is this? This is the omega square. Means conjugate of omega is equal to omega square. We can write conjugate of omega is equal to omega square, and similarly we can prove that conjugate of omega square is equal to omega. Okay, so it means this is the second property. Conjugate of omega is equal to omega square means conjugate of one non-real root of a unity is equal to the third unity. First unity is 1, second unity is this, and the third unity is this, conjugate of this one. there are two non-real complex number which is a root of the unity, which is a root of the unity, means cube root of the unity. Okay, in which the first one is 1 and the second one is this, third one is this. Okay, now we can also verify a third rule, that is the third property. Third property is what? 1 plus omega square is equal to, here 1 plus omega means minus 1 plus I root 3 by 2 plus minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. Okay, now take the LCM, that will be 2. It will be 2 plus minus 1 plus I root 3, and here plus minus 1 minus I root 3. Okay, now it will be 2 minus 1 plus I root 3 minus 1 minus I root 3 by 2. Okay, same value, same value. Minus 1 minus 2, and here 2. It means it will be 0 by 2, and finally its value will be 0. It means 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. Similarly, we can prove here 1 plus omega square is equal to 0. So now here we can meet 1 plus omega is equal to 1 plus omega is equal to minus omega square. 1 plus omega square is equal to minus omega. Omega plus omega square is equal to minus 1. In this way, we can make some more relation with the help of omega and omega roots, with the help of 1 omega and omega roots. If anyone asks what is 1 omega and omega roots, you can say that 1 omega and omega roots is nothing but cube roots of the unity. And what is the value of omega? So here you should set that omega is equal to minus 1 plus root 3 I by 2, and omega square is equal to minus 1 minus root 3 I by 2. Okay, here we have one real roots and two non-real roots of the cube root of unity. Okay, and these two non-real cube roots are conjugate to each other, and the modulus of non-zero roots is equal to 1. Okay, similarly we can also find the amplitude, but not here. In the next class, in 12th class, we will discuss with your teacher. This is correct. Now the fourth property of this omega is what? Fourth property, let us see. Let us multiply omega. Multiply 1 into omega cube. Omega square. There are three roots. The first one, 1 omega square. We can find here omega cube. If we multiply, then what happens? 1. If we multiply, this is omega cube. Or finally we can write here. Omega cube is equal to what? Omega into omega square. We can write like this one. Here omega is what? Minus 1 plus root 3i, or I root 3 also we can write, 2 into minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. Okay. Now here a plus b and a minus b, then it will be a square minus b square. Minus 1 square a square minus b square. Minus b square means what? Root 3i whole square by 2. Okay, here its value will be 1 plus minus root 3, square of root 3 is 3, and it will be I square, but we know that I square is what? Minus 1. I square is equal to what? Minus 1. And here 2 2s are 4, not 2. It will be 4. Now this value by 4. Now minus 1 and minus 1 is what? Plus 1. Then we can write finally like this way, 1 plus 3. Now 1 plus 3 is what? 4. That will be 4 by 4. 4 4 cancel. And finally its value will be what? 1. Means omega q is equal to. Okay. Omega q is equal to 1. Then what is the value of omega 27? What is the value of omega 27? Omega 27 is what? Omega 3 whole raised to the power 9. M into n. 9 into 3 is equal to 27. And value of omega q is what? 1. Raised to the power of value of 1. It means here we can make a conclusion. Omega raised to the power 3n is equal to 1. Omega raised to the power 3n is equal to 1. Okay. Now we can also write here omega q is equal to omega into omega square, and which is equal to this, and this value is what? 1. Then this implies that omega is equal to 1 upon omega square, or omega square is equal to 1 by omega. It means the one non-real roots is the reciprocal of the other non-real non-real roots. The one non-real roots is equal to the reciprocal of the other one non-real roots. We can make at this way the conclusion. In this way, this is the total part of the theoretical portion related to cube root of unity. Okay. One thing more I want to tell you. Before solving any particular question related to any particular topic, you must see that is in your syllabus or not. Okay, because we have our particular syllabus part 2020 and 21, it will be better that we should discuss according to that syllabus. I also try to give the PDF of exercise 5.6. Exercise 5.6. There are 10 questions. So, with this video, I try to give the solution of first 4 questions, and in next video, I will try to finish this exercise 5.6. I hope you understand and you are able to make some idea related to the complex number. Our next video class will be related to the quadratic equation. Okay, but before we start the quadratic equation, you must see the syllabus, that which topic we have to do, and according to that syllabus we try to cover quadratic equation. It means it's your duty to complete the chapter 5 complex number in your copy, and in next video class we will discuss about the quadratic equation. Thank you.